Hello and welcome everyone. So in this video we will like to solve one of the leverage analysis question, that is illustration number 35, CMA Inter Group 2 Financial Management. So here is the question. ABC Limited wants to raise rupees 5 lakh as additional capital. It has two mutually exclusive alternative financial plans. The current EBIT is rupees 17 lakh, which is likely to remain unchanged. The relevant information is given. Present capital structure 3 lakh, equity shares of rupees 10 each, and 10% bonds of rupees 20 lakh, means debt. 10% bonds of rupees 20 lakh. Here tax rate given 50%. Current EBIT 17 lakh. Current earning per share rupees 2.50, and current market price rupees 25 per share. Financial plan 1, 20,000 equity shares at rupees 25 per share, and in case of financial plan 2, that is 12% debenture of rupees 5 lakh. So what is the indifference level of EBIT? Identify the financial break-even levels. This is the question, and let's solve this question. This question also not so difficult, but you need to understand the question very well. Okay, so first let's solve this question. Computation of EBIT EPS indifference point. So here financial planning 1, which is equity, and financial planning 2, that is debt. So here owners fund already given in question, in present capital structure, that is 3 lakh, equity share at the rate of 10. So here in financial plan A, 3 lakh into 10 plus here again given 20,000 equity shares at the rate of 25 per share. So 3 lakh into 10 plus 20,000 into 25, that is 35 lakh owners fund. Similarly, in case of financial plan 2, only one, that is 3 lakh into 10, 30 lakh. Okay, so again borrowed fund given in question rupees 20 lakh. Here borrowed fund 20 lakh for financial plan 1, 20 lakh, and for financial plan 2 there is two borrowed plan. One is 20 lakh plus 5 lakh extra given here. That here financial plan 2, 12% debenture of rupees 5 lakh, this one. Okay, so similarly then total capital employed for financial plan 1 55 lakh, and for financial plan 2 55 lakh. Okay, so let EBIT is X for financial plan 1 and for plan 2 also X. Then we have to subtract interest in order to find out EBT. So interest already given in question. In case of financial plan 1, that is this one, 10% of bonds of rupees 20 lakh. Here for financial plan 1, 20 lakh into 10%, accordingly this is 2 lakh. But in case of financial plan 2, there is two interest plan. One is 20 lakh into 10% plus here 12% debenture of rupees 5 lakh. So accordingly 20 lakh into 10% plus 5 lakh into 12%, that is 2,60,000. 2 lakh for financial plan 1 and 2,60,000 for financial plan 2, that is interest. So after subtracting interest from EBIT, we obtain earning before tax, this one, x minus 2 lakh, x minus 2,60,000. Again, in question given that tax rate at the rate of 50%, here tax rate at the rate of 50% given. So now we have to subtract tax at the rate of 50% means half of EBT. That's why half of x minus half of 2 lakh. Accordingly, half of x minus half of 2,60,000, that is 1,30,000. And after subtracting tax from EBT, we obtain earning after tax. Earning after tax, that is half x minus 1 lakh, half x minus 1,30,000. If we subtract this from this, we obtain this. This from this, we obtain this. Half x minus 1 lakh, half x minus 1,30,000. Now number of equity shares already given in question. Number of equity shares, here you can check. Present capital structure 3 lakh equity shares, and again here for financial plan 1 20,000. So for financial plan 1, this one 3 lakh plus 20,000, both. Number of equity share 3 lakh plus 20,000, that is 3,20,000. And for financial plan 1, this will be only 3 lakh. Okay. Accordingly, the earning per share will be half x minus 1 lakh divided by 3,20,000, and here half x minus 1,30,000 divided by 3 lakh. Clear? Now for indifference between the above alternatives, earning per share should be equal. Hence we have to calculate like this: half x minus 1 lakh divided by 3 lakh is equal to half x minus 1,30,000 divided by 3,20,000. This is cross multiplication. On cross multiplication, we find out 15x minus 3 lakh implies 16x minus 41.60 lakh. That is 16x minus 15x is equal to 41,60,000 minus 30 lakh, and x will be our 41,60,000 minus 30 lakh, that is 11,60,000. Hence EBIT should be rupees 11,60,000. Okay, and at that level earning per share will be rupees 1,50,000 under both alternatives. Then for computation of financial break-even point, as per question, second option is computation of financial break-even point. The financial break-even point for the two plans are below. For plan 1, for plan 2. For plan 1, EBIT will be 2 lakh, that is 10% of interest. 10% of interest on rupees 20 lakh. 2 lakh in question given 10% of interest of 20 lakh, that is plan 1 EBIT will be 2 lakh, that is break-even point. And for plan 2 it will be 2,60,000, that is 10% interest on rupees 20 lakh and 12% interest on rupees 5 lakh. 20 lakh and 12% interest on 5 lakh, that is 2,60,000. Okay, so this is it all about illustration number 35. Okay, you just need to practice it as many times as possible. Thank you so much.